Hello everyone, Argsy here. Welcome back to Spectacle Island. Another busy day here planned for us. First things first, we're going to grab the tractor here. I've got it hooked up to the trailer. Head down and grab the straw bales that we have down in the field, down the far side, and go and get those loaded up and taken out. Now, we do have a helper turning up at some stage soon, so we want to have that field cleared because we're going to jump straight in to getting that prepped and ready to plant in again, and hopefully get it planted in today. So it'll be a great quick turnover. Now I'm actually thinking of doing something a little bit different. We're sitting pretty well at the moment with money. We've got plenty of crops in the ground. Soybeans here on the right and down in the big other field further away. Canola here on the left. So those are pretty much going to go straight into, well, when the price is right, they will go straight into being sold. So earning more money. We've got the bales down here to sell. We've got some logs to sell and also the animals, which are continuing to produce their goods, which is nice. So we are going to actually try out some sugar beets for a change and use the sugar beet add-on that was released for FS19 to actually then go and work further on our production placeables area that we did go to so much effort to be able to secure a long time ago, if you do remember. So it'd be nice to get something else in here other than the greenhouse. Speaking of the greenhouse, it's trucking along, and we've actually, I think we've got 10 bags of potatoes in here, so we've got 5,000 litres of potatoes. This is been doing a great job of just slowly producing. We do need to get back down here with a bit more manure and water. Now that we've got the bigger water trailer, we can probably come down and really fill it up and get it going. But that has just done a great job. So that could be something else we might look at, which is to put the potato washing machine down here and maybe even try and sort some potatoes and get some premium potatoes out of it. We will see. But for now, let us head on back down, keep on going down to the field down here, and we will get the last of the straw loaded up. It shouldn't take too long because we do have the majority of it stacked over on the side of the field. There's 6 bales there still to collect, but otherwise we've got this all piled up nice and neatly here, ready to go. So we will go and jump into the JCB and just race around getting these done. I might just time lapse this, see how much we get when we get down to the straw barn, and get this over and done with as quickly and efficiently as we can. Alright, well, wasn't it incredibly helpful to have the telehandler, be able to get those extra up on top and save us a trip? Let's just see how much we're going to get for all this. 3, 4, 5.5, 6, maybe 6.5 grand? Maybe 7 grand. Not too bad. Another little bit of extra money, which is good. What we were on about 86, so maybe 5.5, 6 grand. Not too bad. I'll take it any day of the week. So, that's the field all cleared now, so we're going to head on back down to the yard. We'll go and park the trailer up. Hook this tractor up to the slurry spreader. I'm hoping our helper is going to be here. They are going to run, I'm going to use them on the little fence, and they can start cultivating while we get the slurry spread, which should mean that once we've done the slurry and they've made us start cultivating, we'll be able to follow through with the planting and get some sugar beets in. So we'll get back down to the farm and see if they're here yet or not. Well, no sign of them just yet, which is a little bit unfortunate, but that's fine. We can make a start here and carry on with the slurry. We'll get the other tractor all set up as well. Get the cultivator put onto that and get that ready to go, which will be fantastic. So are we close enough there? Maybe just back a little bit further. There we are. Now, like I said, we haven't actually used the slurry spreader yet. It's been here for a wee while, but we haven't had the chance to use it. There we go, everything all hooked up. Now while we're doing that, I might jump in here and get the spreader. Well, here comes our telehandler. Wonder if that's our helper. Wonder if he got dropped off up there and decided to bring that back down to the yard for us. Most helpful. That is fantastic. Well, I think we've got the right person here today. Let's go and see who it is. And indeed it is. Welcome along today to Zach Bradford. Now Zach messaged and said he'd finally caught up with the series, would love to come and lend a hand, willing to do whatever is needed to keep up the great content. Well Zach, it is a pleasure to have you here on the farm. Great initiative to see the telehandler down there and bringing it down to the yard. Saved you a few steps as well. So we are going to head back down to that field. I'm going to go and start spreading some slurry. If I get you set up on the fence, we're going to follow around behind and get that all cultivated in so that we have a nice field to plant the next lot of seed in, which is going to be sugar beet. So we'll get you set up, head on down there and make a start. Alright, there we go. Zach's set up and ready to go down already. So he's going to have to wait just a little bit because we need to go get the slurry and head on over and make a start on getting that done. But he will head down and wait for us down there, and we'll be back down in just a minute to go and start spreading this. Now I'm intrigued. This is an interesting bit of kit we haven't used yet, so I'm intrigued to see how it's all going to work. Now we need to go and find exactly where our slurry is for the pigs. I think it is around the side, and get that all loaded up. Have to have a look and see how much there is as well. But I think this little pump here on the side should be our spot. Now I don't know. Here we go. We can extend that out. So if we hook that up about there, let's see if we can start filling 22,000 litres of slurry. So there we go. We'll get that pumped into our spreader and we'll go down and make a start on getting it on the field. 10,000 litres. So we are going to be able to get 2 loads done out of this. So it'll be interesting to see how far it is going to go with getting everything spread. Look at that manure. We're going to have to do something with that too. I wonder if there's a market for that. We could have a look and see if we can make some money off it. Otherwise, we don't have a manure spreader, but we could go and put it into the greenhouses, of course, and use it to grow more potatoes. But let's head on down and make a start getting this spread and see how it all works. Alright, well here we are. Zach is waiting there nice and patiently, all ready to go. Now we've got this set on its lowest application rate possible, so it'll be interesting to see how long this 10,000 litres lasts us. Now I actually don't know what the spreading width is on this, but let's get it turned on and just start going and see how far we can get. Not the widest spread, but it's not going down too quickly. So we'll see how far we get. We might have to put some dry fertiliser on or something like that just to top up the field when it comes time to. But that's all working pretty well. Look at that. Fertiliser and slurry is going on the field. So if we in fact I think we're only going to probably get around the headland twice, maybe 3 times with this tank, which isn't going to go very far considering there's only one more load down there. I could check the cows, but I don't think we've had them long enough for them to have produced much slurry. So we'll see how it all goes, but we will go and we'll just pause here for a second, get around the corner, and then we'll go and get Zach started so he can actually make a start on the cultivating, just to make sure we are staying well ahead of the game. And there we go, you can see Zach is underway there over on the other side and following us around. So we are going to carry on here. I think time for another little time lapse. I know we've just done one with a little bit of the loading, which was nice, but I think best bet is to do that, and we will be over and done with this in as quick as we can. But certainly I think some more fertiliser on there. In fact, we've got fertiliser in the spreader, so it's not going to be too hard, but at least we'll make the most of this free fertiliser while we can. can't believe it, but we've managed to get the whole field done, including this little piece over here that I thought we might miss, with the 2 tanks. So that has worked out pretty much ideally. Let's just, with 98 litres left in there, let's just have a quick look at the map and see that we've covered everything. There you go, you can see we have done it all. There's one little spot just there on the turn and a couple of little spots around there, but I will take that any day of the week. I think that has done a great job. So it's good to know for a reference that 2,000 or 20,000 litres of slurry will do this whole field, this side of area. So if we were to come and try and do one of the bigger fields over here, we'd know that we'd probably need about 3,000 litres. So we're just going to throw the rest on the field here just to get it out of the tank. There we go. And we will head back up to the yard. Now, I've just noticed how far, obviously, Zach is almost, oh, he looks like he's just starting his up and down rows. I know it's a little bit tricky up in that top corner, that little wedge. I should probably square that off a little bit better, but I have noticed that he is only just starting his up and down rows, so I think we might just leave him for a little bit longer, just to get a bit further advanced in the fields before we go down there and start planting, because I would hate to do some headland passes with the planter, then have him come in and tear it up. Would not be a very good look at all. So I think we'll just come back down here. We do have to feed the animals. Everything needs a bit of a clean up and a tidy up, so we might just race around and do that while he's doing some more cultivating, and then we'll be able to make a start on planting. Now, the other thing, don't know if you noticed, we did get a notification to say that there was a high demand at the sawmill. I'm not sure what that was for. We might have to take a look, because we do have probably a truckload of logs we could go and sell too, from when we cut the last of the trees down here in the cow pasture, or the field by the cow pasture at least. So we might have to go and check that out. That could be something else as a little bit of income. But I'm just going to dump this in here. I thought we'd get it out of the way. Not a bad spot to leave it. We've got space in the shed. We did build it, so why not? We probably should have given this a clean before we went and put it in here, but that's alright. We'll live with that. So let's go and in fact, we'll bring this back down here, because we'll use it with the TMR mixer and get the animals all fed. Alright, so we'll get some TMR mixed up here. Now, if you remember last time, one of the reasons we actually got this telehandler is because the old wheel loader did not have the reach to get up here into the top of this. Well, the telehandler certainly does, and we haven't even had to extend the boom. So that is certainly doing what we asked it to do. So we get those 2 dropped in there. Perfect. Now we need 2 silage bales and 1 straw bale to complete our mix. We'll pick up the straw bale here, and then we will go and get a couple of silage bales. Now, it doesn't matter if we use the forks here for the silage, because it doesn't matter if the wrap's punctured, because technically we would be taking the wrap off to put it into the mixer and disposing of it in an environmentally friendly way, of course. So putting a hole in the bales now doesn't matter at all. There we go. So grab those 2, go and get them put up in there, and that should give us a full TMR mix ready to go and dump into the cow's feed trough. There we go, 18,000 litres of TMR. I'm quite fortunate how the bale sizes worked out, and that the round baler gives us 3,000 litre bales and 4,000 in the other. It's actually made our mixing ratio very, very easy to figure out. But there we go, we'll get that turned on. Wonder how much of this the cows are going to take. Probably the whole lot. They are very, very hungry animals. There we go, that's taken them up to 32,000 litres, which will leave them in very good nick. That will keep them well fed for quite a while. We do need to come over and give them a clean, but they don't really need water. Just taking a look here at the other animals, the pigs can probably use a little bit of everything, so we'll get the bucket on the wheel loader to do that. They need to clean up, and we'll push a little bit of more straw in. Their water is okay. The sheep, we'll take a couple of hay bales over to them and give them a clean up as well. And the chickens, they need some more wheat or barley and also a bit of a clean. So we'll go and take care of all of those now, and then we will be all done and be able to make a start on our planting. We're just going to get the grass here tidied up for the sheep before we give them any more, because obviously if we put a hay bale down there, we wouldn't be able to tip this into the feed trough. So there we go, that is all tidied up. Now, normally I'd use the wheelbarrow for the chickens, but considering we have the wheel loader here and the bucket on the front, we'll go and tidy it up. It'll just be a much quicker doing it this way. We do have the wheelbarrow there though still for just little spills, but let's see, we'll get that tidied up there. In fact, there's a lot there, 1635 litres. Dump that in there for the chickens, and that will keep them happy. We'll see how much more they need to have. We'll go and get all our feed mixes for the pigs, and we've given them their straw, so we're pretty much just about done. So we'll sort out the pigs, a little bit of hay for the sheep. So just having a quick look here, we're at 10,000 litres of wheat or barley, and we're only halfway full, so we probably need another 10,000 litres or so. We look at the pigs, 15,000 litres of corn, and we're probably only a third full. 12,000 litres of wheat, 11,000 litres there of soybeans or canola or sunflowers. So I think we've gone and grabbed the truck. We are going to use this to top everything up, because I think 6,500 litres a pop is certainly going to be a lot quicker than running it back and forth with a couple of thousand litres in the front of the wheel loader. So we'll go and get this done. Shouldn't take too long, at least just to top them up. We're not going to make them 100% full, but we will make sure they have enough food to last them for a wee while longer. Alright, well, we've given the pigs a couple of loads of corn, a load of barley, a load of sunflowers. We've given the chickens a load of barley as well. So we've been doling out some feed. They are going to be well looked after. So all that's left, we'll go and park the truck. We haven't topped everything up, but we just need to give the sheep a couple of bales of hay, and then we'll all be done. Down to plant some sugar beets as soon as we're finished doing that. Should have given Zach a good chance to get a decent way ahead in that field too, so we'll head down and see how he is going in just a sec. Alright, well, that's everything fed. We'll just take a quick look at the screen. Haven't caught up on cleanliness, but you can see we're in the green there for the chickens, green on food for the sheep. Pigs, at least we're not in the red, we're up in the yellow there. Don't have many potatoes or sugar beets, although we could bring some of the potatoes down. There we go, the cows are also looking nice and full. So that is that all sorted. Now we're going to move on here to the planting, so we need to get this hooked up. Hopefully we can do that. Not quite close enough. There we go, that should be good enough. Let's see, perfect. We'll hook that up. We need to get in and put the PTO on. Alright, we had a little bit of difficulty getting in there for the hoses, but we are all done. So we already have some fertilizer and seed in here, but we do need to get some more. So I think there's some seed just in front of us here. We've actually got some more outside as well. Just need to watch out for the lime, and we are going to have to sort out getting some more fertilizer. There we go, we'll top that up with seed and then go and see. I'm not sure if we've got any more bags of fertilizer here or not. We did bring some back in the hopper, but we didn't actually use it all. It's in the spreader, so we'd have to unload it from that. So we'll see how far we get with this 700 litres of fertilizer. It'll be a good start at least, and if we need some more we can come down and take some out of the spreader to top up the planter. Oh, so here we are, and like I suspected, that has given Zach a great chance to get a long way ahead of us. Over halfway over the field actually at the moment. Now, we do have that little bit down in the bottom that we might run into an issue with in the corner there, which hasn't been cultivated. We'll go and see. I can't remember if this is a direct drill planter or not. Alright, I've just checked everything out, and I don't think it is, so we might run into a little bit of an issue when we get down there. We'll go and see how much we need to do, and if we need to go and intercept Zach and get him to come over and do that section, we will do that. But there we are underway, getting some sugar beet planted. So very exciting. Add another crop to our repertoire here on Spectacle Island. Now it does mean we are going to have to invest in some equipment to harvest it. I'm hoping we're going to have enough money. If we can sell a few more things, we should be just fine. In fact, the way the pigs were eating the feed, we might actually look at offloading a few pigs very soon, because we are going to struggle to keep up with feeding them at the rate they are consuming it, so they may be the first things to go. There we are going pretty well. Now everything seems to be going down, is it? Seed is going down, fertilizer is going down, fertilizer is going down incredibly slowly, which is one of two things. It either means it's not using any, or it only goes on at a very light rate. So we will double check that before we go too much further, because I'd hate to have to come through and fertilize this all again. You can see we do have a good dark blue stripe around, so I think this 700 litres of fertiliser should just about see this field right. So on that note, I think we will crack into another little bit of a time lapse here and just make a good start on getting this done. We will have to get Zach to come over and do that little piece in the corner, but other than that, I think we're just going to push on and get this all planted. We're just on to our last 10 or so litres of seed, so I'm not sure if we're going to get to the other end, probably not, you know how fast it's going down. Hardly used any fertiliser though, we've certainly going to have more than enough to get that done, but there we are, 2, 1 and 0. So we will head back up to the yard. Now Zach's obviously finished, so we'll get him back up there as well, and figure out if there's anything else for him to do, or whether that is going to be it for the day. But we'll go back, get some more seed, and get the fent put away and tidied up as well. Alright, well, we've topped up with seed, and we are back down here in the field. Get this last little piece knocked out. Not too much more to do. Look back across there. Got through it pretty quickly, I would have thought. Now, I have determined there is actually not much else left to do on the farm, so we've left Zach down at the yard. Asked if he could maybe just tidy things up a little bit, give the fent a wash off, and anything else that he thought did need a bit of a clean or a tidy up. So we'll leave him down there doing what he does, and we'll catch up with him once we've finished here, because once we've got this planted, like I said, there's not much to do, so I think we might be wrapping things up a little bit early today. Well, down to the last little piece of the field here, and this has all gone very well. I cannot complain at all about anything. It's just worked as it should. Our soybean field over there, that is the new field. First time we've had a crop on that, so looking forward to getting into harvesting that. We'll get these last couple of passes done. In fact, I probably could have done it in one if I was paying attention and not looking at my soybeans. But we'll get this last little piece covered. Still got 50% seed in there, so plenty left. There we go, all finished. So, sugar beets, sorted. Now it's going to be interesting. We've obviously got some equipment to buy in the future, in the next short while, to be able to harvest these. I've got some things in mind already, so we'll look at buying those over the coming weeks or the coming episodes, and obviously work our way towards having them ready to harvest. Now I'm pleased I haven't put it in the big field. It is a little bit of an experiment, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's not going to take us too much time, and we do get a healthy return out of it. Whoops, there's a little bit of a bump there, and this planter is still just a little bit heavy, even with all the weight there on the front of the tractor. So let's get back down to the yard. We'll see how Zach's gone with having a bit of a clean up, and we'll wrap things up, I think, there. Alright, well, he's had a bit of a tidy up. Looks like the tractor's been put away, hopefully nice and clean. He's moved the seed, which is good. That was always going to be in a bit of an annoying spot. But that has gone now, so that's all very good. So we're going to give this tractor a bit of a clean off and get that put away, and then we'll say goodbye to Zach. Alright, there we go. That is all looking much, much better. So we'll go and put this away in the shed. Get this backed in here. Nice little spot for it. It's much nicer having a bit more space in this shed now. It was getting a little bit cluttered, so nice to have the new shed to be able to deal with things like this. So we'll just drop that down. We'll leave it attached for now. We'll get that turned off and leave it there. Let's pop out here and say goodbye. Well, Zach, thank you for your help today. Sorry there wasn't too much to do, but you certainly got through that cultivating very quickly, and we didn't have any arguments with trees or any shortcuts across other fields or anything like that that we had to worry about. So well done. The safe travels back to where you've come from, and hopefully we'll have the chance to see you out here on the farm at some other stage. Well, there we are, all wrapped up for another episode here on Spectacle Island. Lots done, but didn't take too much time to do it, so it looks like we're going to have the rest of the afternoon off. Next time, hopefully we're going to be here in the canola. That might be ready tomorrow, I'm hoping, and we will be able to make a start on harvesting this and keeping an eye on our sugar beet, maybe making a start on purchasing some more equipment for that and getting that all added into our inventory. But this is looking healthy. Look at how bright and yellow that is. Isn't that nice looking across there at that? Very lovely. Keep growing and give us a good yield crop. That'll be fantastic. Well, as always, if you want to come along and be our helper next time, do make sure you leave a comment down below. I do have someone already lined up. Whether it's going to be for next episode or not, I'm not sure. We will save that one until I need them, because they come as a pair, and we need to make sure there's enough work. There certainly wouldn't have been today for 2 people, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. But otherwise, do make sure you leave a comment down below if you're interested in coming and helping us out. It'll be a pleasure to have some more helpers on the farm as always. So, as always, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed that episode, and I'll catch you in the next one.